Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to yet another FTL Multiverse video with the Shivan. In the last episode, we traversed through the starting sector and a Federation sector, and we actually acquired some new weapons. I remember we used our firebomb to set a bunch of enemies on fire, but we did end up selling it because I did say that I didn't want to use the firebomb for the entire run because at the end of the day, fire is useful, but not that useful in FTL. And if it is, well, it takes a long time to kill crew and whatnot. So we're just gonna use some good old-fashioned regular weapons. And it turns out that you guys actually voted on the community poll that I posted. You guys actually prefer me to read the stories and the text boxes instead of just skipping them and cutting to the action. So what that means to me is I just am going to continue the series as normal. So no cuts, none of that. We're just gonna press on. And I don't remember which sector we actually said we were gonna go to in the last episode, or maybe it was up for debate, but nevertheless, I say we go to the Theocracy settlements. Let's go there. Okay, let's proceed to the Rock sector. The Rock government holds an iron fist over its citizens, and the Rockmen are devoted to their faith. Though ignorant of the truth, and generally aggressive, it's not impossible to avoid a Rockman's wrath. The Rock people are a powerful and proud race. It is not unheard of to have a peaceful journey through their lands, but don't count on it. The Rock Guard hails you. You dare intrude on the Elders' holy land? We will destroy you. Wait, Rock crew, try to persuade them to let you go. It is not our fault you have distanced yourself from the Elders' words. Your death here is your own doing. Okay, so they're not letting us go either way. Time to kill the bastards. Okay, they boarded us in here, unfortunately. And they actually hit our engines. Alright, let's hit this weapons. Come on. Boom. Nice. Okay, send this guy to the med bay. This guy can go down here. Okay, Mantis is dying. Ah, they broke our doors. It's fine. We better... I'm already used to the ship not having doors anyways. Killed off! Dang it. We missed our shots. Okay, yes. They left my ship. Get out of here. Let's hit all this. Hit their piloting. It appears the guard ship is sending out a distress signal to a nearby ASB platform. Brace for impact! And here comes a missile. Ouch. Ah, they keep pelting us with their missiles. If there's one thing that I don't like about rock ships is that they always use missiles. But at least it took out their weapons here. Alright, let's hit all this. Come on. Nice, good hits. Ouch, they hit us here. Okay, well, we've defeated the Rock Guard. Whatever might have been in their cargo has for certain been destroyed, but we could at least salvage some supplies from the ship. By killing the Rock Guard, you have no doubt caused them to dispatch reinforcements to track you down. Watch your step as you explore the sector. Okay, let's do our salvage mission. Survey the nearby area. Okay, we got some stuff. Nice. Let's fix up this breach and heal our crew. Alright, let's also get a weapon upgrade, and let's get an engine upgrade. Okay, now, let's go to this distress beacon. You have encountered a refugee ship drifting in space. It looks as if it was fleeing the rebel advance and ran out of fuel. Its distress beacon is active, but you're not sure if anyone is on board. Hail them. The vessel is relieved to hear from you. They are running low on supplies. They suggest a trade. 3 missiles for 3 drone parts. Well, I have 2 missiles, so I can't give them anything. But let's go here. When Rockmen go against the Elders, there is not much left for them to become, other than outcast pirates or refugees without a future. One such ship patrols the nearby system, and upon spotting you, decides your ship would make an excellent target for them. Okay, well, they are an excellent target for us, to get some scrap, and they hacked our oxygen, unfortunately. What's cool is that we're a rock ship fighting more rock ships. Okay, come on, take all this out. Okay, we hit their weapons. Hit this. Wow, they resisted all 3 of those shots. Jeez. Bam! Woohoo, take that. Our greatest mistake was to match you here. But please, let us live to learn from this mistake. We outcasts have only just tasted freedom. It would be a shame to die so soon. Mute them and continue fighting. You shouldn't have attacked us in the first place, you idiots. Now die! Oh, okay. Now... die, there we go. Alright. Exploring the wreckage reveals various colorful murals painted on the walls of the hull. Some are quite touching, but others depict violent and brutal murder. Maybe it's a good thing these guys are dead now. Yeah, you could say that again. But let's head on over we gotta be to the exit beacon in 8 jumps, so we'll head to this distress beacon, and then we'll head all of these beacons down here. You find a Zoltan merchant ship that is sending out a distress call. Its escape is being blockaded by a Theocracy patrol. There are no signs of a struggle. Hail the Zoltans to see what's wrong. You're with the Federation, are you not? We are being They are abruptly cut off from the transmitting. The rock ship hails you. Respond to the rock hail. Leave now, renegade. We are within our right to detain merchants, even if they are from the Ministry. Theocracy-aligned rockmen. Ask what charge the merchants are being held on. They are under suspicion of spreading Federation lies. If they want to prove their respect for our customs, they will have to provide monetary compensation for the damage they have done to our culture. Oh yeah, sounds like you're just extorting them. Your rock crew member admonishes the patrol for their greed, but this only angers the rockman on the other ship. Insolent whelp! I will not be insulted by a rock who serves aboard an enemy ship. Okay, well, prepare to die, you greedy bastards. Alright, they boarded our medbay here, unfortunately. Boom, we took out their weapons. Alright, let's hit all this. Took out their shields, piloting, and engines. Excellent targeting. Alright, now finish them. Excellent. Dead. By destroying this ship, you have indeed proven yourself a threat to the Rockman's ways. Check on that Zoltan merchant. Thank you for intervening on our behalf, Renegade. We never suspected the patrol would abuse its power like that. Would you like to purchase anything from our store? Yes, I would. Well, at least I'd like to fix up our hull a little bit. And I guess that's about it. Ooh, wait, actually. Can I buy cloaking? No, I can't. I can't buy cloaking. Unless I sell the... no. We're just gonna sell our particle laser and work towards getting the halberd beam online. But now for this distress beacon. This distress beacon leads you to a half-destroyed outcast ship, ravaged by what seems to be the nearby pirate ship. Their previous target disposed of, they now turn to you. Alright, we got a fight on our hands. They boarded us in here. Hey, this guy's on a Zoltan shield, so let's take that out. Dang it! We one-shot their Zoltan shield, but our heavy laser shot missed. Alright, come on, hit this. Ah, they hit our weapons, but it's only ionized, so it'll come back on shortly. Nice, I destroyed their piloting. Alright, finish them! Boom, bam! Get out of here. Pirate scum. You've disposed of the ravenous pirate ship. You have no guilt picking apart their remains, as they had intended to do the same to you and the outcast ship. You check on the victim, and to your surprise, you find a survivor. You help them onto your ship. So much for freedom. As soon as we saw a way out of this hellhole that the elders impose on us, pirates picked us apart. Is the harsh grip of our presumed leaders a necessary evil to protect us? Either way, what me and my brothers had in mind absolutely went off on the wrong foot. Where am I even supposed to seek shelter? Okay, well, how about you join the Lost Sons? You have a point. This was the original plan, but unfortunately, we never managed to contact them in our makeshift escape. The teachings and expertise they could offer will reinforce me, despite the misadventures encountered on the way. With your ties to the Federation, it doesn't take too much time to pinpoint the location of a nearby Lost Sun ship that can arrange the transfer. Okay, and that's all the way down here, so I don't know if we'll be able to make it there, but we'll see. Now for this beacon. Uh-oh, ASB! Outsiders! The Federation has done enough damage to this galaxy. We do not need you invading our territory and destroying our ways of life. You might have defeated our guard, but your wave of terror ends here. Oh yeah? We'll see about that. You dictatorial jerks! You gotta be careful with the ASB here. And of course they have a missile. Come on, hit that. Nice! We got their missile offline right before it fired, which is good. Okay, ASB target lock. Brace for impact, everybody. Ouch! Not the medbay. Oh well, at least it wasn't the weapons or shields. Okay, I took out their shields and piloting. Okay, I killed the ship. Good, good. But we gotta get out of here. You gather the remains of the reinforcements, though you can't stay long because of the ASB. Yep, let's go. Here. You've arrived at a seemingly ordinary beacon, but scans show a slip tunnel opening. Someone with an MV drive is jumping in nearby. You'll never believe what I just came back from. I swear to God, there was this big place at the center of everything. There was a talking can of beans and God himself. except he was a slug with a big ring. And there was a guy with a collection of hats, and a guy with a car that smelled weird. And they were all slugs. I'm going insane. The deranged renegade raises his weapons, turning to violence in his madness. Uh-oh. And they have a pretty beefed up weapon system, plus mind control, which is scary. They're boarding us. Come on, kill this slug. Oh my goodness. That was a lot of freaking damage. Okay. We need to go repair the oxygen. No, not even. We gotta go repair the medbay. And it looks like we took out some of their weapons, but not all of them. Okay, good dodges. Boom. Bam. Okay, now their weapons are offline. Okay, next up, we're taking out their teleporter and mind control. Boom. Bam. Okay, perfect. Okay, now hit their shields. I have traveled thousands of realities, and no ship has ever fared so well against me as you. You have earned the right to not be killed by me. Please stop. The enemy captain sounds triumphant, but you could see the fear in his eyes. Deny their request at salvation. And they're dead. You've sent another crew of renegades to the great multiverse of the sky. You hope this doesn't end up being you someday down the line instead. Don't worry, we'll make sure it isn't. As you start to leave, you do one more once-over of the wreckage, and are surprised to find an item left behind that you missed. We got a flat gun. Okay, a flat gun Mark II. Alright. We're gonna incorporate that into our arsenal, actually. Now let's see. I'm actually going to upgrade our weapon system one more time, get a bit more power going. And there we go. Now we have a flak charge laser and a piercing heavy laser, which is pretty good. Just for synergy purposes, I'm gonna use the neuro laser instead of the pierce. Now, let's go to the exit beacon, or let's go to these three beacons and then the exit. We can't hit this quest because it's just too far away from the exit. Uh-oh, asteroid field. The captain of a rock freighter lost in the asteroid field hails you. Our coordinates led us here, but only death greets us. What must be, must be. Death to all. You power up the battle systems and wonder how long they've been stuck here. Yeah, they're probably insane by now. But no matter. More scrap for us. Let's fire the flak. And then the charge laser and the neuro laser. Nice! We took out all of their weapons and an asteroid hit their oxygen. Alright, now hit their shields and engines. Nice. We got them. The Rockmen may not be sworn enemies of the Federation, but you still feel no guilt about destroying this ship. Mostly. Yeah, well, at least they're dead. More scrap. Okay, it is time for our next beacon. This one, right here. There's a small rock colony at this beacon. Most notably, there is also a massive telescope in orbit. It seems there's an astronomical laboratory here. Contact the laboratory. A ship! It's been too long. Oh, an outsider? Well, that'll have to do. The Theocracy hasn't been listening to us recently. On behalf of the Rock Astrologer Association, I implore you to listen and give me some assistance. Okay, let's hear out the astrologer. There is a crystalline comet making its way through this sector. Comets are common in Theocracy space, but there are some that have fascinating properties. I believe this comet could contain many secrets about the past of the crystals. Okay, but why wouldn't the Theocracy be interested in investigating? The astrologer gives a hefty sigh. They used to. Back before the crystals rejoined the galactic scene, these comets were the only trace of their existence we had. We would chase comet after comet, and no matter how little they turned up, we would still have the funding to chase them down. But now that we could physically talk to the crystals, the Theocracy no longer sees the value in it. They see chasing comets as menial busywork, and refuse to give us any funding. But that doesn't mean it isn't worth it. Okay, let's accept the coordinates. Fantastic! You may keep what you find, but please send me the data when you get it. Okay, we got a quest marker, which is actually right over here. So let's go. You arrive at the site of the comet that the astrologer tasked you to find. Examine the comet. The comet is, sadly, completely unremarkable, at least as far as you are concerned. You find some trace amounts of metals to harvest, but it ultimately feels like a waste of time. Send the astrologer your findings. How fascinating! You see, the composition of the crystals suggests that the age of this was from several millennia ago. What a find! What, you expected more? Continue. Okay, well, it's good, I guess. We got 29 scrap from that, so it's better than nothing. But now it's time for the exit beacon. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Explore. It looks like this beacon is home to a rebel checkpoint. They're stopping and searching any ship that passes through. Civilians are being harassed, and Federation members are detained. The rebels haven't noticed you yet. Fend for yourself, attack, and escape. You move in to attack the rebel ship. Stupid rebels, you're no better than the rock people themselves. Okay, let's take out their weapons and shields. Okay, good hits, good hits. Okay, finish them off. The rebel captain hails you. In the background, you could see the chaos that your weapons have caused. Okay, you win. We surrender. We will show no mercy. And they're dead. Every ship full of rebel scum that you destroy means a slightly safer galaxy. It's not much, but it's honest work. Yeah, now let's get our third shield online. Very nice. And let's proceed to the Union Core Worlds. This ought to be interesting. Okay, let's see. Proceed to the Union Core Worlds. The Union Core Worlds are also home to Earth, the homeworld of mankind. Heavily protected by the militia, this is no place to play villain, unless you're willing to suffer the consequences. Despite this, in recent times, a mysterious pirate faction known as the Brood have begun terrorizing Union settlements abroad. Keep a lookout for these elusive pirates. There might be a reward for taking them down. Okay, let's exit hyperspeed. You have entered the Union Core Worlds, a well-protected sector home to the Galactic Union, and as such, many important political figures from all over the galaxy. Just go about your business, and don't try anything shifty, and you should be fine. You're immediately hailed by the Guard. This is a vital sector to the Galactic Union, which makes up the civilian representation of the Federation. We must run a full background check and scan of your ship to allow you through. As you are already a Federation vessel, you should have no difficulty getting past. Okay, let's undergo the inspection. After long last, you make your way to the checkpoint entrance. Your crew are taken one by one into a full room scanning machine that examines everything from their chemical makeup to the contents of their stomach. Your crew might be a makeshift crew of all kinds, but the militiamen don't seem to care and you're allowed to pass. Very nice. Now let's go here and then to this outpost. Oh, what's all this? As is customary in Union space, several corporate advertisements from the planet nearby play over your radio. You listen to them idly as you browse the nearby shipyards, gazing at various antique vessels. One in particular catches your eye, a Kestrel in seemingly full working order. You don't get to look at it very long though, when one of the advertisements catches your ear. It seems one from Dewey Alms, CEO of Archive Incorporated, has an outgoing request for any capable mercenary vessel. Okay, let's listen to the offer. It seems these shipyards are in fact owned by Archive, so it's not difficult to get in touch with a correspondent who patches you into Dewey directly. Renegades, I have experience with your types. Before we begin, I would like to make it clear that while I might be the CEO of Archive Incorporated, in this request, I am not speaking on behalf of the company in any way. It would be bad PR to get involved with more interdimensional renegades after the disaster of the Rusting Hulks incident. I'm sure you understand. I don't know what that is, but I understand. Good, good. Heh, don't worry, we aren't skirting the Union's laws or anything with this. I just don't want any backlash from a personal affair. As you may or may not already know, Archive specializes in the, well, archival of Antiquum Terrae, or as you might know it, Old Earth, technology and culture. This matter concerns one of my most prized antiques, a 23rd century Kasparov, the first FTL-capable ship produced by humankind. Originally made to transport passengers to and from Tau Ceti, a remarkable achievement. But she has been stolen by pirates. I can't gather why, sure. She marks a new age in exploration and discovery, but why would a pirate want such an outdated piece of technology? To sell it? But to who? Plenty of Kasparov crafts were made. This particular model would be of no interest to anyone but an avid historian or ship enthusiast like me. Never the matter. My request. Hunt down those thieves and secure the Kasparov. I haven't in mind any particular reward, but I'm sure we can work something out. Name your price. Okay, what about that old Kestrel? Huh? That old thing? Oh, I can most certainly part ways with it. I jumped on purchasing one when they saw a sudden resurgence in popularity at the end of the Civil War. But now it seems everyone has one. Good deal then. One last thing. I programmed the coordinates for the pirate ship into my assistant Ghana. He's just a machine, and not a very personable one at that, but he'll be sufficiently useful in combat. Best of luck, Captain. Godspeed. Okay, we got Ghana, which is basically a helpful assistant drone created by Archive Incorporated. Seems to be slightly malfunctioning and constantly complaining about systems, which is probably why he was given to you. So he's basically an anti-personnel drone that can man systems. But unfortunately, we don't have a drone control system, so we cannot use it. But nevertheless, let's go to this Federation outpost. A friendly Union outpost hails you. It is a good day for the Federation. We heard the rebels have had some setbacks getting to Node 17 because of insurrection within their own ranks. Haha, now ain't that poetry? In celebration, any friends of the Federation get our service on the house. Okay, human crew, have your human bargain them with repairs. Okay, so we got 10 hull ports repaired. Now, let's go to this beacon and then the Zoltan store. Alright, you're contacted by a Free Mantis ship, piloted by a rather lost-looking captain. Oh, great greeting! You not yet run away, so I assume you friendly. We come here by mistake, looking for Federation sector to enroll in military. Now we hunted by militia. Very unfortunate. Think you could do favor and convince militia we good? Okay, agree to track down the militia ship hunting them. Much appreciate, friend. You follow their directions, and find the militia ship has already arrived in the system. They haven't noticed you. Contact them. Yeah, what do you want? You explain the Free Mantis ship they're hunting is only trying to pass through the sector peacefully. He rolls his eyes. A Zoltan reported that there was a Mantis causing trouble in the area. We'll arrest that bug, obviously. What do you expect us to do? Well, what about with our Free Mantis crew talk to the militiamen? Your Free Mantis walks onto the camera, waving with a big goofy grin. The militiamen, however, are not quite so pleased. You may be fooled by their sickening facade, but we will never forget. What did all those men and women die for in the Fed Mantis War if we're just letting the Mantis work alongside us now? You are the reason this galaxy, hell, this multiverse has gone to shit. They end the call immediately and attack. Okay, well, prepare to die, you... Oh, this is a good one. Bigoted bastards. Let's take out their cloaking and weapons. Okay, good hits. Alright, neurolaser into the cloaking so that they don't repair it. Stun. Yes. The militia ship is near destruction. The captain looks at you desperately. What? Are you serious? You're going to kill us for some bloody mantis? Let the Free Mantis go and we'll spare you. Jeez, you people are insane. But fine, we'll let them through. The Mantis refugees will be the deaths of us all. Go back to the Free Mantis. Many thanks. You have done great favor for us. We in debt to you, Captain. How can we repay you? With scrap, please. Thank you very much. Now, just enough for the store. Let's go. Okay. You thought most of the Ministry's fleet was dedicated to fighting off Duskbringers, but apparently enough Zoltan ships, paired together with some Engi, have set up a supply outpost and market for Federation allies. Okay, let's visit the Zoltan armories and receive the free restock of 3 missiles and 2 drone parts. Now let's proceed to the store. Since I don't have a drone system, I'm not gonna use Ghana, so I'm gonna sell them. And what else? Ooh, long-range scanners. Adds additional info about nearby beacons on the map. Thank you very much. And I guess that'll be it for now. I might actually end up selling this Pierce Heavy Laser. Let me see. Yeah, I might end up selling this, so let's just do that. And we're gonna work towards getting the Halberd Beam online. Before we do any of that, let's go to this distress beacon. A nearby looping distress signal reveals a badly damaged station and an escape pod. With little time to react, you scoop up the escape pod and open it, to find a badly injured man with a massive gash on his back. Please, help! There's a maniac! Ah! The man flops over dead, pools of blood forming beneath him. It's incredibly gruesome, and for once you're glad you've become so desensitized to this stuff in your profession. Investigate the station. Maybe you can help. As soon as you step aboard, you immediately regret it. Though the main lights are mostly out, and the emergency lights only offer a faint red glow, you spot all kinds of troubling sights. A corpse lays just inches away from another escape pod hatch, and several bodies hang from wires reaching out of ventilation shafts. Knife marks cover the walls, and there's blood everywhere. This is no ordinary invasion, this is a massacre. As you continue exploring, you eventually come across a strange man, dressed in a bright equinoid costume, covered in blood, with a burn on his leg which he's tending to. You reach out and touch the man on his shoulder and he whips around in surprise. Are you okay? What's going on? The man smiles when he sees you, almost unnaturally despite the pain he must be in. He speaks in a high-pitched voice and talks to you as if you were a child. Friends! Oh, I'm so glad you've come to help! He reaches out his hand, which you reluctantly shake. I'm Ellie the Equinoid! Nay, she whines, pretending to prance with her hands. Did you ever watch my show? Are you a fan? A super fan, maybe? Oh, I met so many fans. Everyone loves my show. It's timeless. It's ages. It's ha ha ha. I can't remember. How silly. Everyone's watched the Ellie the Equinoid show. Oh, friends, won't you help me? This station has many bad people on it. Bad people who hurt Ellie. We must stop them before they hurt more people. Will you help me, please? Okay, sure. This is a rebel station after all. Let's go get some blood on our hands. Great. I'll stay here and keep tending my leg. You hurry off and take care of these baddies. Good luck. But please don't destroy the station. Even magical horses like Ellie can't breathe in space. Okay, well, I don't know about all that because, well, you see, we don't have a teleporter or anything that's good at crew killing, so hopefully our neural laser can destroy their oxygen? I don't know. Okay, hit their weapons and take out the oxygen. Good. Okay, this guy's stunned. I'm trying to take out their oxygen so that they don't repair it, but it doesn't look like we're gonna get anywhere with this. They're only at 1 HP, and we still haven't taken out their oxygen, and now someone else is coming to repair it. Man, how do we do this? Jeez, okay, well, forget it. They're dead. Sorry, Ellie. You've destroyed the station. While some scrap matter is left behind, it's doubtful Ellie survived the explosion. That's a shame, but hey, let's go to this beacon, I guess. A Union vessel, severely damaged from a hull breach, desperately hails you. They explain that they barely managed to escape from a pirate. They need to transfer crew over to a different ship. Okay, let's use our rock crew. Let them on board, but station your rock as extra security. The civilians are very thankful for your help. Most agree to be dropped off at the nearest station, but one of them finds themselves longing for some change. They offer to join your crew. We got Remo, who is a Zoltan. Okay, what are you good at? Repairs? Alright. You could go stand in the engines for me. Alright. Ooh, let's go to Earth, the homeworld of the human race. Okay, here we are, planet Earth. You've discovered a planet all too familiar. It's Antiquum Terrae, more often referred to as Old Earth, the homeworld and origin of the human race. Though most of the planet has flooded, a few large and densely populated cities remain. Like which? There's plenty of cities that I know of. On the planet's surface is a museum and a large memorial park. The ship's computer informs you the subject matter involves the Mantis invasion of Earth. Attendance is free, but it'll likely take a lot of time to browse the place. Well, let's just land and explore the park, see what we got. You land on the large platform and exit the ship. You take a long stroll through the park and come across several plaques detailing things about the war. One in particular stands out to you. Read the plaque. It all looked bleak for the citizens of Earth until the creation of the very first pre-igniter tech, invented by Jackson Newman. This augment was then merged with a powerful laser model, developed by Zulfikar Armaments, a busy corporation that has since grown to be very wealthy and powerful in modern times. Though the weapon was once considered a super weapon so long ago, it is likely it would still stand the test of time and be very efficient in modern combat. As you keep reading, you notice a section describing the locations of the parts of the weapon. After the war was over, the weapon was dismantled, and many of the parts were repossessed. Maybe if you could track down their locations, you could reassemble the gun. Okay, let's read on the location of the barrel. The first part, the barrel, was originally given to a man by the name of Alastair Williams, before it was stolen by a Mantis warlord and passed down across many generations. It is a valuable heirloom in their family, and it is highly unlikely they would surrender it to anyone, especially those who defeated them in the war. Okay, let's read on the location of the base. The second part, the base, was buried alongside the creator of the weapon and its tech. Okay, the gravesite is among those of every soldier lost to the Mantis invasions. Okay, and what about the pre-igniter? The final part, the pre-igniter, was stolen by a smuggler. It has been circulating the black market for many years, repossessed many times. Though it would serve as a valuable collector's item, the augment itself is told to no longer function as intended, due to years of misuse by pirates. With all that information you need to get the parts, you hurry back to the ship. Okay, that's nice. I wonder where this is. I'm just curious. Is this New York, Beijing? Where is this? I don't know what background this is, but unfortunately the base is all the way down here, so I don't know if we'll be making it there in time, but look! We can hit this beacon and then reach the beacon where the thieves of that Kasparov is located, then we'll go here and then the exit. Okay, so what's this beacon? It's extremely rare to see a suzerain ship outside of the Mantis Hive, but even more so in Union territory. One particularly brave suzerain ship is attacking a militia caravan. The escort is poorly equipped and hardly stands a chance. Okay, protect the militiamen! Protect the militiamen! You prepare to attack the suzerains. Okay, they're boarding us. They're in our oxygen now, which sucks. Now let's, I guess, target their medbay and engines? Weapons? Okay, we hit their medbay. Okay, these guys are very powerful for some reason. Alright, fire everything at that teleporter. Okay, good, good. Oh, yes! We actually stunned their crew because of the neural laser hitting them. Okay, now we should just be able to pick them off one by one. And that's the last of them. They're dead. Now to kill off the ship. Okay, we hit them twice. Alright, what else can we hit? Let's hit their drone control. And they're dead. The ship breaks apart and you scrap what remains. The escort ship took a lot more damage than you first realized. Their life support failed during the fight, and their crew asphyxiated. Luckily, the transport is still alive, and they give you some of their cargo as thanks. Okay, we got an anti-hull laser, which we're gonna replace our neural laser with. So that'll be great. Now for the Kasparov thieves, Okay, if we want to go to the Kasparov thieves, then we're going to have to dive into the fleet at this beacon, and then go to the exit. It's risky, but I think it's worth it. So let's do it. You've tracked down the pirate ship at Ganna's coordinates. Seems it's a brood ship. You've heard about these, but you suspect Dewey intentionally left that little detail out of the job offer. We could take them. Remember, you need these guys to surrender to find the location of the Kasparov, so try not to kill them. Okay. Whoa, they boarded us with a giant alien spider and mind control one of my crew. Let's take out their mind control and weapons. Okay, good hits. Whoa, they hit us here. Alright, let's target their teleporter and medbay. Christ! Stop! Stop! You've caused enough damage! You want to rights, cronies? What the hell do you want? Where's the Kasparov? That stupid ring ship? You were sent by Archive, weren't you? We don't have it anymore, alright? We were contracted to steal it for another collector. Who? I'm not saying... Oh wait, you could literally kill me right now. Alright, fair game. We were hired by Hideo Tanaka, CEO of Hephaestus. I'm sure you've heard of him. He heard Archive had this big fancy ship called the Molotov or whatever. He didn't want anyone else to know he was stealing it though, so he hired us to do it. I've told you everything, now let us go. One last thing, where is the ship now? Weren't you listening? It's at the nearby Hephaestus shipyards. They're probably gonna break it down for transport or whatever. You managed to convince the pirates to hand you the coordinates, and watch as they jump away moments later. What a bunch of cowards. Yeah, now let's heal up our crew. Yep, they're healed. Alright, now like I said, we're gonna have to dive at this beacon before reaching the exit. So let's do it. Okay, here we go. The rebel fleet has found you, and a nearby ship turns to engage. The cruisers in the distance are firing on you. Uh-oh, we gotta get out of here quick. No point in sticking around to fight. Sometimes in life you gotta know which fights you need to avoid. The types of fights that are not worth fighting for. And ouch, they hit our oxygen with a missile. Okay, I took out some of their weapons, but we gotta get out of here. ASB target locked and... Ouch, they hit us in this room. Okay, we're ready. Go! To the exit beacon, now! Phew, glad that's over with. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Explore. Scanners are showing intelligent life forms on a nearby planet. No match for them can be found in the database. Investigate. You land a small shuttle in an enormous field, whose only occupants are small, brightly colored, six-legged horse-like animals. Could they be what your scans picked up? Let's try to communicate peacefully. Whoa, none of your attempts to communicate seem to work. They just stare at you silently. As you prepare to leave, one of the creatures canters forward and forcefully nudges you away from the ship. He seems to want you to follow him. Eventually, they guide you to an old NG ship's crash site. Inside, you are able to find and reactivate an NG. We got an NG who's good at shields and engines. So we'll put the NG in shields and have the Rockman work the sensors. Right? Is that how we want it to be? Let me see. No. We'll have this Rockman work the sensors and this Mantis work the doors. NG works shields, and these two people are my anti-boarding. So scratch that. We're gonna have the human be on the doors, and the Mantis is our anti-boarding. Okay, pretty good. So we have pretty good border defense, good offense, and good ship defense. So, without further ado, the next sector is going to be either the Vagabond region or the Duskbringer turf. But you guys will have to wait until the next episode of FTL Multiverse with the Shivan. As you can see, I listened to the community post and started reading the texts a little bit more. In the next episode, expect me to look for that Kasparov that we were talking about in this episode. Stay tuned, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you in space. See ya!